Okay, I bought a bunch of crap this week, guys. Ordered stuff off of eBay, bought stuff at thrift stores, bought stuff at the scary ghetto thrift store again, but it was a pretty good pickup there. Bought stuff at the flea market, and I was even given a game by my mother-in-law. I told you that starting an eBay channel will get pretty much anybody to give you free stuff. We'll start with the mother-in-law gift first, and she really tried here, but she got me NFL Game Day 99. And I mean, it's not in great shape. I mean, the manual is all waterlogged, but the disc works. I tried it out, it worked out pretty good. But I mean, I never would have expected her to buy it. She was at a garage sale, I think, and bought this, she said, for $1. She was tickled to death with it. I didn't have the heart to tell her that you can pretty much buy sports games for the PlayStation all day long for $1, but I'll take it. We'll just go along here with some other PlayStation games. Got Gex, I think it's Gex, probably Gex because he's a gecko. Got it for $1. Never played it before, figured I'd give it a shot. Then I bought some other games. Got Crash Bandicoot to go along with Crash Bandicoot 3 that I already have. Got Dark Forces, which I played on the PC. From what I understand, though, and from what I can read in here, it's a completely different game on the PlayStation, but still going to give it a shot. I got, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Actually looks like a pretty cool game. I'm kind of looking forward to playing that one. Also, got some Sega Genesis games. Man. I bought Tecmo Super Bowl, which is actually a double. I actually bought it for a friend of mine, Eldon. You saw his video of his house, and I'm going to give him the game. I'm going to keep the case, and then he can find his own case. Since he's getting it for free, I don't think he can complain. So bought Jurassic Park, got it for $1 as well, and that's pretty much the reason I bought it. It's a double for me. He's going to get the game, I'm going to keep the case. Same thing with, what the heck is this? NFL football starring Joe Montana. I don't have this one, but I bought it because I want the case, and I really don't want the game, so Eldon will probably get that one too. He likes football games. And finally, Dragon's Revenge, which from what I can tell, it's like a fantasy pinball game. I don't know how that works, but it was a neat looking case, so I bought it. And try and get through the rest of this stuff real quick. I'm pretty sure I bought this one this week. If this was on another video, somebody let me know. I honestly can't remember anymore, but Super R-Type, which I've not played, but I played R-Type, and that was pretty cool, so hopefully Super R-Type will also be cool. And Donkey Kong Country for the Super Nintendo. And this one was $2 for Donkey Kong Country. I thought that was pretty good. Also $2 for Super R-Type. NES Play Action Football in the box, complete. Haven't ever played NES Play Action Football, but it says here that it will play 4 players with the NES 4-score. So that sounds like fun. Then from eBay, I got this stylish alligator, imitation alligator case. If you look there, it says Nintendo. And the handle busted off, but the latch still works. And inside I got a bunch of games. This was $5 on eBay, plus I believe $5.99 shipping. And what I got in there, Super Pitfall, Twin Eagle, Top Gun, Winter Games, Soccer, Mach Rider, The Guardian Legend, Super Mario Brothers, Metroid, Baseball, and Tag Team Wrestling. All with the little black sleeves, and I think one of them even got a manual in there. Or maybe not. But cool little Nintendo holder that's hideous as can be. I also got some CDI games, and I was pretty excited to score some CDI games. I saw these games, they were $1 a piece. It was a 50% off day, so I ended up getting all these for 50 cents. And if you know anything about CDI games, they're kind of expensive. But, well, this is not a game, but it's Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia. I just think that the CDI cases are cool looking. Different from anything else. The way they open up, and the way the disc fits in there, and the big long manuals. just nifty little things. And these were all in the case, and they all had the sleeve on the outside, although this one is beat up pretty bad. I also got Caesar's World of Gambling, Video Speedway, and this is actually a pretty cool one. I've played this one before, but Escape from Cyber City. Of the ones that I've played, this is probably the coolest one, and if you check it out on YouTube, it's actually a pretty cool game. And finally, Defenders of the Crown, or Defender of the Crown rather, fantasy CDI game. Hadn't heard of this one before, but it turns out it's actually pretty common. I mean, still worth way more than 50 cents. It's probably $15, $20 maybe. All CDI games, for whatever reason, are just expensive, probably because nobody bought them back in the day, so they're more expensive now. And, oh yeah, also got Top Secret, because it's an awesome movie. I told you last week that I had a system that I was able to cross off my list, and that system is the RCA Studio II. I got this thing really cheap compared to what it normally goes for, and I got it in a box. And it came with 3 games: baseball, blackjack, and tennis squash. And I'll show you the cartridges real quick. Instructions. These things are hideous. I mean, just bland beige and orange. Ugh. The system itself, the styrofoam was intact, and I kind of like the way it says RCA on there. But I'm not going to take the whole thing out, because it was harder than you would think to get back into the case. But check that ugly old thing out. I mean, I will take the wood grain Atari 2600 any day over this hideous thing. And I'll probably do a gameplay video of this one, but I mean, the directional pads are on here. I don't know, it's got to be really awkward to play, so maybe I'll do a gameplay video and let you guys watch me, I don't know, make a fool out of myself trying to play this thing. But I crossed it off my list, got it for 50 bucks. And I don't know if you guys have ever priced them out before, but 50 bucks for that is pretty dang awesome. I was pretty excited to get it. Also, I picked up from, oh crap, was it a Goodwill? I think it was a Goodwill. A PlayStation 2. The PlayStation 2 came with 3 games. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Katamari Damacy, I don't know, some weird game where you roll stuff into a ball. Zathura. And Lord of the Rings Return of the King. All complete the box. And then I got big fat PlayStation 2 with Atari stickers on it. It really needs to be cleaned up. When I first plugged it in and started up, it didn't work. I took a blowgun and blew out the area inside the disc tray, and then suddenly it works. So I just need to get in here and really give it a good cleaning. But other than that, it works. And I gotta say, I like the big fat one compared to the little bitty one. If you've seen my other videos, I got a PlayStation 2 Slim for $5. This was $10, but it came with all the cords and a controller and 3 games. So I think I'll probably get rid of the Slim and keep this one here. But I'm not done yet. I also got a lot of Atari 2600 systems, cords, controllers, various parts, and most of these were in parts when I got it, and the person that shipped it to me did a terrible job packing it. So there are more scratches than what there should have been. They were busted up. I actually, of the 8 systems that came in the lot, I was only able to get 4 to work. I got 2 Rainbow Juniors. Rainbow Junior number 2 rattles. Then I got a 4-switch 2600, and this one you'll notice the cord is missing, and the reason that is is in the pile of parts that was in this box. I actually cobbled this one together, and there was only one working board. This one actually, it's the base off of one system, the top off of another, because it was the one that was in the best shape, and then the board out of a third one. So this one was from 3 different systems. But it does work. I actually plugged the board in using a regular AV cable and it worked fine. And then this one here, now it doesn't look like a heavy 6er case, and it probably isn't, but it is a heavy 6er board on the inside. Now, I could be mistaken. I got to pull my heavy 6er out of the garage just to check, because like I said, for some reason I remember the heavy 6er, the front, looking a little different. But the board on the inside is definitely a heavy 6er board. God, it weighs a ton. But this one, the cord was cut, so I actually had to cut an AV cable and put it together, and now this one works too. So I ended up with 4 working 2600s out of the 8. Also got something else. Now I saw this on eBay, found this listed in the wrong category. And it was listed in computers and networking. And when I came across it, I thought, man, that is a really odd looking thing. I've never seen one of those before. And then I looked it up online. I went to Atari2600.com, which is a store, and they have their accessories and games and stuff listed, and they have rarity and pricing. The highest rarity is number 10, and this was listed at that. This is about as rare as you can get for Atari 2600 stuff. The Compro Electronics Videoplexer. And what this thing is, I don't know how well you can see in the picture there, but it has a cartridge that plugs into the 2600, and then you can plug 8 games into it and switch through the games. And one of these things, complete in the box, according to Atari2600.com, is worth about 75 bucks. And I bought this one for $30 delivered, and that included delivery. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal. I bought this because I wanted to use it. Believe it or not, this was actually sealed when I got it, although the shrink wrap on it, I mean, it was just old and brittle and had started to come apart. One of these things, sealed, brand new in the box, I believe sold for $350 is what they were saying it was valued for. So getting it for $30 is pretty awesome. I didn't buy it to sell it, I bought it to use it, so I opened it up. I don't know, you guys are probably freaking out right now, but the reason I opened it up is because I bought 2, and the other one is sealed. Now, I'm sort of torn as to whether or not I should keep this just because it's sealed in the box and I got it for 30 bucks, or whether I should try and sell it and see what I can get for it. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to sell most of those Atari 2600s. I talked with someone on YouTube about maybe sending one to them, so we'll see how that works out. I don't know, I'm kind of torn with this one though. I'm not sure what to do. So, those are my pickups this week. So, there you go guys. Those are my pickups for this week. There's a lot of them. I'm going to have to slow way down on the pickups for a while because the minimum I like to have in my PayPal account is $100. And my PayPal account is what I use to buy everything obviously on eBay or online, but I also have a PayPal credit card and that's what I use to buy stuff at thrift stores. So I've gone way below $100, so I can't buy anything else until I make some of that money back. So I've got to sell some stuff, make some money, and then I can start collecting again. I don't think it'll stop me from picking up 1 or 2 games here and there at the thrift store, but at least for a while, it's going to stop me from buying major purchases. Unless I find a really good deal. So, thanks for watching guys. We'll see you later. I think I lied. I actually do have one more thing coming. One more thing? No, I have 2 more things. I'm so bad. I actually forgot about them. I actually have 2 more systems coming. One of them is something I'll get to add to my collection, and it might have something to do with one of the purchases that I made this week. And the other one, I actually already have it, but I got it really cheap, so I had to buy it. and it came with some games. So I guess keep an eye out for those probably next Friday. So thanks.